Jason.
Christopher?
Oh,
What happened?
the Jurassic Park button's next to the Command Center button.
Who designed that?
Anyway, thank you, Jason David Frank.
And Mr. Saban.
That's Tom.
And that's Chris.
The new Power Ranger movie.
We have our theories, so stay tuned.
It's PRNT time. Welcome, Rangers,
To this episode of
PRNT,
your source for all things
Power Rangers.
On this episode, we're finally going to talk about the new Power Rangers movie coming out next year. Before we get started, though, we just want to make it known that these are theories and not facts, and also, if we happen to be right on the off chance that this episode may contain some spoilers.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler
well,
alert!
yeah.
Spoiler alert!
But remember, we're just giving our theories, so take this with a grain of salt. So, here's what we imagine is going to happen. The movie starts with Rita, much like the series, getting free from the space dumpster. And I would be disappointed, Chris, if she didn't mutter her famous line we know from the series. After 10,000 years, I'm free! So we hope that's how the movie starts, just kind of as a little nod to the series.
The opening, or her getting free from the space dumpster, I think is going to send some wave, some seismic wave, or maybe a wave of evil or something, headed towards Earth.
Kind of like the anti-Z wave.
Right.
Yeah, just instead of spreading goodness, this one spreads destruction. Eventually that wave reaches Earth, and but before that though, we get a chance to meet the Rangers, okay? They're interacting with their families. I really hope we see some family background stuff. Checking the IMDb page, we see a lot of characters with the last name Scott, okay, Jason's family. So we think that we'll get a chance to see some of the families and see the characters on a more personal level. So that's something I'm looking forward to.
Then we'll see somehow the Rangers get into the same area, whether it's Ernie's juice bar, whether they're in class.
Right.
But I don't think they're going to be interacting because I don't think the Rangers are friends yet. They might have grown up together in school or whatever, but I don't think they've ever made a connection as friends.
The shockwave, we think, from the dumpster eventually reaches Earth, okay? And this wave maybe starts an earthquake, starts some buildings, rumbling and tumbling or something. And of course that's going to cause panic, and, the Rangers, being potential Rangers, they're going to have that calm, cool, collected head. And they're going to be trying to help people to safety, help people out of danger. They're just trying to help people anywhere they can.
This is actually, I think, where we're going to see a glimpse of Zora and Alpha. They're going to see the Rangers helping people, and, maybe Alpha will say something like, "Just like the prophecy foretold," or maybe even we just get a little sound from Zordon going, as he's seeing, as he's kind of surprised by human kindness.
Again, no teleportation yet, just a mere observance of the characteristics of these people. And after the catastrophe, we might see the Rangers kind of start to notice each other a little bit. Like, hey, you helped out in this area. But they don't talk a lot. They may introduce a little bond between them, like, hey, we were there that day type of thing. We might see Billy talking to Jason, maybe starting to tear down those walls between them, or maybe Jason flirt with Kim, but no solid foundations of friendship yet.
Rita, now being at her moon base, or maybe she's even on Earth,
Right.
Being a woman of evil. She's wanting to create some chaos. So at this time, she sends putty patrollers or some goons of some sort to start attacking people.
The Rangers, being themselves, are trying to help out. But because, again, still at this point in time, they're still regular humans, they're not having a lot of success with that. Okay, so trying to fight the putties as best as they can.
Right. This is when the Rangers are teleported, we think, to the command center. We meet Zordon and Alpha for the first time. And we really meet the characters, not just like what I said before, but we actually meet the characters of Alpha and Zordon. And obviously, at this point, the Rangers are shocked. We have this giant floaty space head and a robot talking to us.
Right, yeah. And they receive their powers, yes.
Right.
Okay. And then, so Zordon is going to take some time, explain the power that he has. But unlike the show, we think maybe Zordon's going to be a little more hesitant. He's not going to be sure if these are the right humans. He's just kind of testing them out. But he decides ultimately to give it a try, bestows them with the power coins. And then finally we see the first morphing sequence, which I'm excited about. I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it.
After they morph, they head back into Angel Grove and start fighting away at the putties or the goons. Maybe we'll get some Zordon voiceover explaining to them how to use some of their weapons.
Rangers.
and yeah, the Rangers will then defeat the putties because of their new powers.
Putties being defeated is not going to make Rita happy at all. So she's gonna be mad and angry, and she might even get a headache. Just saying. I don't think it'll be the high cackle. I think it'll be more like Rita mixed with Astronema a little bit, the seriousness of it all. So I'm guessing she's gonna have a headache sometime.
After they defeat this and we see Rita being mad about it, I think the Rangers are going to go back to the command center, celebrate their victory.
Right.
And this is where Zordon's going to give them some more backstory about Rita. We'll hear about maybe Zordon and Rita's battle 10,000 years ago. We may even go back to before Rita was evil and her development to becoming the evil witch she is today.
And after this, of course, the defeat of the putties, Rita's still angry. But after she gets rid of her headache, she decides to go down to Earth and handle the situation herself. Maybe she realizes that brute force and strength and monsters are not going to defeat the Rangers by themselves. So she starts to play mind games. Right? She singles the Rangers out. We've actually seen a picture of Rita and Trini. Rita kind of choking Trini. So we think maybe she's trying to get inside the Rangers' head, make them aware of their insecurities, make them feel they're not good enough, and so trying to break up the team from within, one Ranger at a time.
And, maybe a couple or all of the Rangers give in to this insecurity that she's placing upon them. So they believe they're not good enough, they believe they don't deserve it, and they decide to walk away from the power. Whether that means giving Zordon the power coins back, or they still have them, they just decide not to use them anymore. So the Rangers would be no more at that point.
Rita's plan having worked, she's now destroyed the Rangers, or kind of set that in motion from the inside. Now she sends her brute strength. Maybe Goldar. It'd be nice to see Goldar, or some monster. Okay, to destroy the city. And because the Rangers don't feel like being Rangers or are not Rangers, this spells an end for Angel Grove.
Alpha might want to give the Rangers a pep talk at this point and try to communicate, but Zordon might stop him and say something along the lines, they have to figure this out themselves, or they must do this on their own.
So maybe with the chaos reigning, the Rangers realize that no one else is going to come to their rescue, and they realize that they were chosen for a reason. And once they all realize that, then they start coming together. They start bonding, not only as superheroes, but as friends as well.
At this point, Zordon instructs them to use their Zords, and they use the Zords then to create the Megazord. They defeat the monster, celebrate their victory. Everybody's happy, and Zordon goes on to say that he made the right choice in giving them their power coins. Everything's happy, everything worked out. Roll credits.
But wait, there's more. Ooh, maybe we'll see a credit scene, setting up maybe a sequel. And here's what we think for that credit scene. Rita's angry. Her monster's been defeated. The Power Rangers are acting as a team, and she knows that she probably won't be able to defeat them by herself. She's angry, but she's smiling, which is never a good sign. She laughs that Rita laugh, takes the green power coin, which we know is, or theorize is in her staff, and the scene goes black. But we hear Rita very faintly mutter those words, "I choose you, Tommy."
Bam. That is, wow, I actually literally just got chills thinking
I know,
that.
right? Yeah.
That is our theory for this movie.
Right.
If you think we're right or wrong, or if you have your own theories, please put them in the comment section below.
And we may address them in a future episode. Right.
Thanks for sticking around. If you go here, you can like us on Facebook.
And if you go here, you can follow us on Twitter. Again, as we sign off, remember our hope is that the power will always protect you.
Let's power down.
I love you, JDF.
I bet you're wondering, what's up with those shirts?
Right.
Tom and I will be going to
WizCon Chicago, August 18th through the 21st. We're pretty excited about that.
And there's some exciting news for you. Yes, you.
And you too.
If you are the first one to come to us and say it's PRNT time, you will be getting a one-of-a-kind T-shirt, PRNT T-shirt. Also, if you are not the first one, we will be doing some awesome stuff for you too.
We have business cards that we're giving away, and if you do come up to us and say it's PRNT time, you're not the first one, we may even sign a business card for you.
Make it just a little bit special.
Right, yeah.
All right. We will see you at WizCon.
See you there.